Very happy Women's Day to all the ladies who are there, and today we couldn't have found somebody better than who we have here with us. We have with us Ms. Anita Peters, a dancer, a biker, a motivational speaker, and I'm already tired. So without much ado, thank you so much for talking to us today. So can you, in a nutshell, share with us what has been your journey all about so far?
Journey has been lovely. That's what I would say today. If I spoke to you probably 10 years back, I would have said it's a tough journey. I don't know what to do. Probably 5 years back, I would have said journey is okay, it's fine. But today, after, I wouldn't say I've completed my journey, because as I reached further, I see the roads ahead is much better. So the journey is lovely today.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to touch a very raw nerve right now.
Yes, please.
I come across a lot of women who actually feel that womanhood or motherhood is their only achievement. Mm-hmm. And that puts a lot of women who don't venture into that area in a significant disadvantage. Mm-hmm. So how would you tackle or answer that question?
I would choose to disagree, because it's not about being a mother, but I think motherhood is all about a care and nurturing that you are willing to give anybody, even I would say even if it's a little kitten, all right, the way you nurture and take care of it, that is a sense of motherhood, and every man too has that element of motherhood within. So I wouldn't say that is the ultimate. Yes, I'm the mother of 2 children, and today I would say they are my pillar and they are my strength after they have grown up. So until I realize that, it's not because they are my children and they have come out of me that I love them, because I love my students who learn dance with me. I love the children of my neighbor, and there is no distinction that I see between my children and them. So I think it's all about looking at it in a very broader perspective and choosing what defines you.
Beautifully said. Now the next question will have 2 parts to it.
Yes.
First is, according to you, how important is mental health? How does one take care of that? And the second part of the same question is, how do you think art helps you nurture and take care of good mental health for every individual?
Mental health is very significant, and also it is, okay, let's look at it this way. When we say mental health, it's there. But mental health is connected to the brain, and the brain is within us in physicality. So unless my, the brain, the signals, the hormones and all that works effectively, how can I say that I am physically fit? Because it's within me. So let's not think about mental ailments as something that someone's a little nuts or not normal, and that person is abnormal. The person is just not well. So sometimes you can go through an emotional low. You may not talk about it. That could progress into an emotional trauma, a mental disturbance. That slowly progresses into a mental ailment. Now, I'm not a doctor, but a person who's been through that. And many a times, the minute you say that you are going through depression or of that sort, people think that you are weak, or probably you are not efficient enough and cannot take up responsibilities. But I would say, lucky enough to go through depression thrice in my life. So the first time I didn't know what it was, second time I was confused and listening to other people, but the third time I knew this is depression and I better work around it and get it treated. So I contacted professionals, and I realized, don't listen to Google doctors out there. Listen to doctors who have studied and qualified, counselors who have studied and qualified. So once we are in the right hands and create the support system, making more conversations, I think the relevance of mental health in physical health will be understood. So it needs to be a fine balance. And to the second question, art plays a very significant role. As you said earlier, art is not only about music, dance and drama. It's not only about that. Even cooking is a form of art. Anything that is going to use your imagination is a form of art. But the only thing you need to understand, if I'm doing cooking because I have a family, 2 children, I have to serve my husband and all that, that doesn't become art. Art is something that you have.
Art can never be done under compulsion.
Correct, not under compulsion. You have to have passion. So it's like you go into the kitchen, and as you start, it's like your hands will work. You cannot say that you need to put 1 teaspoon this. Sometimes you put a little more. It's manodharma that you say that you use in cooking too. So art helps you define yourself. It brings about a discipline, a commitment, forms a dedication, and above all that, it sort of aligns the body, mind, and soul. It brings in a lot of peace.
True. I mean, beautiful example because I still remember I made something, my wife also made something. My wife insisted that we put a little bit of coriander on top. So that is the difference. She looks at it as art, I don't. And that's true, so true. All the elements actually come together when you're performing art. Thank you so much for talking with us. And this Women's Day, the call is very simple. Take care of yourself, be it physical, be it mental. Stay happy. Find people who support you to do that. And that is going to be a secret for a great happy life. Thank you.